Welcome to Pesto's Test Kitchen at Wahaka, and Mark is with me. And the beauty of having our own show, we get to do what we want to do on the show.
And this is your turn.
It's my turn, and I've been asking for a little while, and finally...
You have, and I finally succumbed to the pressure.
Okay, I've never had Spam. I've seen the commercials. I mean, it's been around forever. I'm 54.
I've had this when I was a little kid. And then we bought it about 4 years ago at the house.
Yeah.
Because the kids had never had it. I felt like every kid should have this as part of growing up, to know, like, this was created out of a necessity.
A long time ago.
A long time ago.
So tell them what.
It was created by the pork industry, Hormel being specific, because they needed a resource to get rid of pork shoulders, which today are ever so popular because of barbecue and sausage and things like that. And so they created it back in 1937, actually July 5th, 1937.
Anniversary.
So what they didn't know at the time, how popular it was going to become with the U.S. Army because of World War II. And during World War II, if you believe this or not, the United States Army used 10 million pounds of this stuff.
10 million pounds of Spam?
Of Spam.
Is it meat? Is it not meat?
It is meat. It's classified in the canning industry, the canned food industry, as what we call potted meat that is shelf stable.
Okay.
So this is essentially the Twinkie of the meat industry.
It's good for a while.
So if there's a nuclear war and then 10 years later you're still alive, come out from your hole, go to the grocery store and you can eat this.
Spam is good to go.
It's pretty good to go. And you know, no matter, a lot of cultures, they do the same thing. You can can meat and put it into a jug or a glass jar and can meat, and it's shelf stable for a few years. But anyways, that is kind of the history. And then a lot of GIs were in Hawaii. They always made this product called musubi, which is one of Ron's favorite things. So musubi is nothing more than steamed rice with a piece of grilled Spam
on top.
On top, but it's been glazed with like a soy sauce that has a lot of different things in it. For our viewing audience, I'm just going to use good old hoisin sauce, which is basically Japanese Chinese barbecue sauce.
Okay.
And I think that'll work perfect. And then they wrap it in a sushi wrapper.
Oh. And
you eat it kind of like sushi.
I didn't realize there was a trick to opening the can.
There is a trick. There is a trick.
Do they tell you that, or do you just...
I think, no, I don't think they do tell you that.
Okay, so
what I like to do is I like to take any kind of sharp item, knife, and I give it 2 whacks like that, turn it over.
So you pierced it.
Just pierce it to relieve the pressure. Okay. Now pull it open. Have you ever opened up a can like this?
No, I don't think so.
You know what else comes
seems
like that,
which is pretty gross? Sardines.
Sardines.
Oh, you really get the aroma. It comes out.
So now you just kind of slam it on the counter.
Yeah, how do you get it out?
And it's going to start coming out.
Ooh, there it is. A rectangle of pork.
One thing you want to know about Spam or any kind of meat like this, it's going to have a high content of sodium.
That's why it's
so just be careful. Like, we're going to make some sliders.
That's what I was going to ask.
Because they created this product, Mike, and you're going to taste it. This is maple Spam.
Oh, it is?
And it has and that would probably be good for breakfast.
Oh, not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah. It's kind of like that summer sausage texture.
It is.
Maple-y.
You can feel that sodium just waking up your taste buds.
I know, I've retained
along with probably the faux maple flavor.
I'm worried about our GIs, not the old GIs.
Lauren didn't get in here and taste this yet.
Yeah, she's going to.
So anyways, that is kind of the history of Spam.
Okay.
And it's very much a hipster kind of thing right now with the musubi.
All right.
But we're also going to make some Spam sliders.
Okay, so we'll do that.
We're going to get on the grill and we're going to do some cooking and you're going to come back and do some eating.
All right, we'll be back with more from
Spam I Am.
This is going to be great.
Right now we are taking very good care of our buns. We are grilling them with a little bit of roasted garlic oil. And we are going to show that we just don't take a bun out of the grocery store bag and serve a burger on it. We're going to toast it. We're going to clean up. We're going to toast the top of it as well. And so we create what we like to call as another layer of flavor. And that's what we're doing there. And now we are going to do some of that amazing Spam and get some color on this and grill it and some texture for these sliders. Awesome. Now we're gonna flip the tops over because we want a little what we call kiss on the top side of that bun. Ooh.
Back here in Pesto's Test Kitchen at Wahaka. If you're just joining us, I had never had Spam.
Spam I am.
And Mark, Dr. Seuss Canzonetta said, listen, I'll make it for you, Mike, but I'm going to make it in my way. I'm going to make it my way.
Well, it's not really my way. It's the Hawaiians' way, really.
The Hawaiian way.
Right. Yeah, this is part of their culture. They love Spam ever since our GIs were over there in World War II.
Right.
Which they ate 10 million pounds from 1941 to 1945. That is a lot of Spam. I mean, what did they do with all the cans?
That's a good question. They didn't worry about it back then, I guess.
I don't think they worried about it.
And there are different flavors. This is a
this is a maple Spam, and they have all different. They have a jalapeno Spam. I can't remember all the options that I found on our friends over at Amazon. So you're gonna make one no pickle. So you're just we have a little bit of my old friend Guy Fieri's donkey sauce on there.
Okay.
And we're gonna put a little bit of red cabbage down because they're crazy about their red cabbage.
Okay.
And then a slice of tomato, and then you're gonna top it with one of the buns, and there you go. Just because you're not gonna make sushi rice at home, more than likely, it's a process. You need a special steamer. You really don't, but you kind of do. So I am just going to make this into like a piece of sushi you're having, at an Asian restaurant. I'm actually going to use my fingers like they do. And we're going to put the Spam on top. I'm going to dip my finger in some water for the nori wrap, which is nothing more than seaweed. So we can top this, and we can put a little, like a nice little bow tie on it. And you're just going to put that down. And all they do next is you can either do this on the grill, over the grill, but I like to do it a little bit on top. Because some people might not like. I use I use a little bit of what we call a hoisin sauce because I like the hoisin versus, this has a lot of sodium in it, so you don't really need extra soy. So I just like using the hoisin sauce. And how we coming there, Mr. Sliderman?
We're getting there.
I'll make one more. And that actually looks pretty good.
You do one more. I'll have Lauren come in and give it a bite. I forgot which one didn't have the pickles.
The one you made.
I know. I don't know where.
Well, you made 6 of them.
Come on, Lauren.
Well, that's the challenges of being a chef, Mike.
Right. Short-term memory loss can happen. But cool.
All right, how good is it?
It's actually really good.
Is it really good?
You gonna have one?
You've never had Spam, right? This is your first time.
My first time.
Oh, they might have got me a little bit on the nori wrap because it feels like it's a little overly dry and maybe a little bit old. So we're just going to put a little dab of that on there, and those are going to be ready for Mike Case for you to try. And I'm going to go for the. Is it really? No.
Can you make a Spam taco with the?
We could make a Spam taco.
The cabbage on there? It's so good, isn't it?
I like the maple.
I hate to say it, it's pretty damn good.
I thought. Now that's a Pesto's Test Kitchen. Am I right?
Maybe that's our next restaurant, Spam I Am.
This is so good.
It actually is good.